friends, it's Allison. Welcome back to AJ's Inspired Life. Welcome if you're new. I it's the middle of October, almost, and I need to get out my Halloween stuff, and I thought I would like to do it with you because I'd like to make some more clusters. The clusters we've made, if you're new here, I do a challenge item every month that I started a long time ago, like 19 months ago, which is amazing to me. And every month I choose an item. This month's item happens to be clusters, and I am so excited that so many of you are joining in on the fun. Clusters, it seems, is just like an easy, fun thing to do out of anything. And so I've been trying to the purpose of the challenge is to use my stash. So I've been trying to use the clusters that I already have made in my stash. But I also spent some time making some new clusters. And I also want to make some clusters, of course, for this month out of my Halloween stuff. So will they all get used this month? Absolutely not. But they will be ready for next year, right? So we might as well have some fun. I was going to get out my stuff anyway. This is how I keep my stuff, like in my closet. I have giant 12 by 12 folders of scrapbook stuff because that's where all of this started literally 20 something years ago. And I have a closet full of scrapbook themed, whatever, scrapbook paper and whatnot, along with all my journal stuff. Okay. So, I keep them in big plastic things. And then my other stuff, this ephemera and stuff, I keep in, this is like a sheet bag. So I tell you guys, whenever you buy sheets or something for your bedding, keep these bags. They are really worth the cost of sheets. Not really, but you know what I'm saying. Don't throw them out. All right. I have semi cleared off my desk. So we had made some other clusters. I have some things that need to go into my journal. I still have a pile over here of paper we used in this month's journal that I'd like to make some stuff out of. I have a Christmas, oh, I see. So I have a cut up planner, and this was on one side of it. Obviously, it was in December because this is, December on the back. So, but I think I wanted to keep that for a cluster. So I put all my pieces of stuff that we were going to make cluster stuff out of. Oh, that's not true. I have two buckets. I have this bucket, and then I have this bucket. This is what we were working out of just the other day. This was literally what was on my desk, and I just went like this and dumped it into a bucket. So here's things to make clusters out of, just normal clusters, stuff on my desk. And I have out all my stuff. I have punches out, I have ribbon out, I have some buttons and some trim and some thread. What else do I have? Whatever else is available, right? Stickers. I have a drawer of ephemera. So I didn't pick up all of this. This is a specific page in my journal, so this needs to go right there. Okay. But I do want to make some Halloween clusters. So I thought I'd get out my stuff, and I have to get out my stuff, and I thought I would do it with you. How about that? Now, I have an idea. First of all, I have a yogurt, which you probably don't want to see me eat. Here's some paper we were kind of playing with for a minute. Okay. I don't think I showed you this. I might have showed you this. I got this box at the Dollar Tree, you guys. Now, it was $3, which in my humble opinion is completely worth it. And it was marked $3. I love that. Let me know how much things cost. I get to make the decision if I want to spend my money on that. But it was in their school, like get ready for school. It has obviously a lid, and then it has a tray, and then it has all of these compartments, right? Now, I got it. I thought I got it for work, to take to work, to use in my desk there with like art supplies and whatnot there, because I thought it would be kind of easy to keep and have the kids, whatever. And it just didn't work for the space we have. So I brought it home. Now, I thought we could play with it today is what I thought. I'm not going to keep my stuff in here. This is not going to work better for me than this bag. But I did think it would be a fun way to at least get out some stuff so we could play with it for the month, maybe. And it may not be. These may not be very useful. Where would you use this container? Like, what would you use it for? Would you use it in your kitchen or your kids' toys or Play-Doh? Like, what would you, I don't know. So, again, I have bags of stuff, but I just thought, now, if I do this, this won't work, right? So we have to be conscious of that and either, I don't know, and maybe it doesn't work better than this. I just thought we could play. So I'm gonna dump kind of my washi into one of these is what I'm gonna try first. And I have to say, my washi is a little low. I used to have so much. And, okay, this one I can cut because it's like on a piece of manila, just cardstock. This is a gift from one of you. Happy Mail sample. This one I'm absolutely not going to cut because do you see the card behind that? So like maybe they lay flat. I'm not too sure. But anyway, and that way I'm not digging my hand in that all month. Eek. Okay. I have some really fun, brads and clips and good stuff. There's like 4,000 pieces in here. I ordered it probably 20 years ago. We could definitely be using that. Okay. Let me see. Whoops. Let me see what you see. You have this and this. Oh, it's a little shiny. I do apologize. And I'll scooch this over and can you see? You can see a little of this and you can see. Okay, there. Wow. Okay, so I have a bunch of stamps in here. Now I'm going to put my stamps just in this lid because they're not going to stay in here. But I do have some Halloween stamps. They rarely get used, obviously. Some obviously more than others. So, and some of you have seen me, I don't even think like this set, I think I bought these at a thrift store. It was missing one. And that's fine with me. I thought it was a smoking deal. I do think it's a really good idea for me to go through my stash because I get super excited. Now this I took out of another stamp set because I don't know why. The other stamp set I feel is like November. It's leaves and a pretty pumpkin. And then it gave you this to make a jack-o'-lantern out of. I'm never going to use that. That's just my fault. It doesn't matter. I took it out. There's why. Okay, here's another set of stamps. Now, again, not too sure I've ever used this little witch. This is Halloween. Oh, and here's a die. We just missed dies. Now, I have to do some thinking. I have not done it yet. I have to do some thinking. My whole thing with the dies is I absolutely love this, but we all need to be super clear. In order to make this hat as it looks, you have to cut this die 4 times. 3 times. Okay, because you have to cut it out of each color and then punch those little pieces out and layer it up. And do I use it very often? No, I don't. We all know that because that's why it was a challenge item. Okay, here are some of my favorite stamps. These were like in the dollar section at Michael's a while ago. Now, my son was Frankenstein for a Halloween. And so I gathered a bunch of Frankenstein stuff. Never used this. Well, I might have. I don't know. But look how stinking cute that is. I love that stamp. Love the witch hat. And cute as a pumpkin, of course. Yeah. Okay. So those are, I think, from Dollar Store. Now, just looking at this supply over here, I would maybe be willing to get rid of some of these. Like, I'm not really using them. Like, I like this jack-o'-lantern face, like, way better than this. I feel like I have to keep the bat. I don't know about the owl. The owl's a weird thing. I think I could get rid of the cat. The spider I've used, ironically. I don't know. We might do some cleaning out of the stuff. That was the idea also of going through stuff. Here's a fun stamp set. Don't know if I've ever used it, but we'll put it over here with the stamps. First of all, Halloween is my favorite holiday. I'm pretty sure it has been for a very long time. Here's a very cool stamp set. I've definitely used this one. This is from Close to My Heart. Love that stamp set. Here's another one. Oh, so dang cute. I think I've used like one. Oh, adorable. Okay. Here's a die and a stamp. I've used the stamp, I know. I don't know if I've actually die cut it. For the reason of what? I don't know. It's just as easy for me to cut around this boot, honestly, once I stamp it. So, but super cute. Okay, here is a very fun die. Look at that. I love that so much. I can also tell you I've never used it. I can also tell you I did not pay $21 for it. Don't panic. Again, to make this, you need to cut it 1, 2, 3, 4 times. And I understood that when I got it. I just don't ever do it. So I guess I'll put it over here with the stamps. Okay, here's a border. That's super fun. We could probably take it out of this packaging. Although if it's going to go back in this bag, I probably don't need it out of this packaging. I have 3 left. I don't think I need it in this. Well, I guess I'll leave it in here. I guess it kind of helps. But really fun, like cloth. This one's a sticker. This is like cloth and cloth. I think it came with 4 maybe. Not too sure. But these are old, yeah, pink paisley scrapbook stuff. And it doesn't quite fit in there. See, the borders would fit in there, but the packaging does not. So we'll have to make some decisions. This box may not work out. I just thought it was kind of fun. Okay, here's another stamp set. I have used this. I really like using this with almost like acrylic paints, not what's happening? Not just a stamp pad, if that makes sense. I've obviously used 2 or 3 of these, but probably not all, right? Well, definitely not all. But these are fun. It looks like wood. It's actually foam. I am a fan of a foam stamp, you guys. I know they're maybe not as like high quality or something. I don't care. It's for 1 month out of my year or whatever, and it helps with cost. It also helps with like storage. Like it's only this fat as opposed to, right? So I am a fan of this. I love this spooky. Yeah. So that's a stamp. Okay, here's another stamp set. Oh, that's one of my favorites too. Happy Halloween, a spider in this. Oh, love it, love it, love it. Okay, those are the stamps. Let's see what else we have. And if you've been here a bit, you've seen this, guys. I get out the same folder every year. Have I used it all? Obviously not. Okay, this is a really fun pack that I haven't used. I don't know what you do. You like layer it somehow. I don't know. You put this and then you put this over it and you rub it and then it, I think, comes out like that. I think that's kind of fun. Maybe we should just play. Maybe we'll just have a play video. Okay. This is a great example. So this is what I'd like to pull. I'd like to pull some stuff that I definitely want to use for clusters. Okay. So that's kind of what, I don't know. Maybe we'll make this pile what I want to use for clusters. This is a great piece for a cluster, as are these. So those make the cut automatically. This is a, I don't know, spaceship theme. Obviously, my son was Buzz Lightyear, and so I did a page with this. This is really cute. Yeah. I was trying to think if it would be better used somewhere else, like would I reach for it more? Like I could use these stars for anything. Obviously, if I needed a space theme, let's say we have a space night at school, do I know this is in here? And the answer is no. Like would I look for spaces and planets and spaceship? I don't know where I would look for it. So I guess I have to remember. I mean, I guess that's why we need to go through our stuff, right? Okay, here is a pack of, there's one of my big clips that I've been looking for. I mean, I know I use them to clap my paper. Here is a great big thing of paper. So I'm going to take this out. We'll definitely be using that for clusters. This is fun. This is a whole little thing of die cuts and fun cutouts. Now I'm going to pull this because 1, it has some fun little things in it. And 2, these are colors that I don't always use for Halloween. And my journal this year is not all Halloween colors. My journals normally look like this, like pretty Halloween, right? And although these are Halloween colors, there's lots of yellow. And so anyway, whatever, I'm going to pull it. All right, we have lots of more stuff. Here's another little piece out of a planner. Look right here. It's St. Patrick's Day. So this is from St. Patrick's Day, but I put it in my October things. Why? It's green striped and black and white stars. That to me is 100% Halloween. That's definitely going to be a cluster. Here's some fun pieces. This is a piece of paper It's one of my favorite pieces. I love this. I'm just going to pull it. It reminds me of so many things. Now, here's really fun stickers. I'm going to pull these. I don't know if we'll use them like for clusters necessarily, but I'm going to try and use these in my journal this year. Okay. This is another border. If we were going to use it for clusters, like it could be just this piece right here. Or we could just leave it as a border. But, okay, this was a really fun, I have a bunch of these left still. Gosh, this was years ago, you guys. So I used to be 2007, 18 years ago. Storytellers Club was a scrapbook club that I got a monthly kit from, and I really enjoyed it. I was a kit girl. I was like, now see, all of this is usable. I don't know if I'm going to take a piece of it, just piece. Okay, I'm also taking this word right here, and it says Halloween in purple. Taking that, okay. This is all trash, which is covered up with these little baggies. Let's open up the trash. Now, all of these pieces are really usable. Let's see. I'm just going to cut them like this for now and put them in here in a workable. I don't want to separate them all right now. I just feel like that's 8 more loose pieces that I don't need. Okay, here's a piece of a bag. That might be fun for clusters. Okay, this is that same kit. See, so here's some tags. I mean, that tag alone is a cluster. We could just, I'm joking. I mean, that's a cluster too. Now, I am not in love with these, obviously, which is why I haven't used them in so long. This one's fun. Spooky Night, Bats in Flight. I'll tell you what. I'm going to pull this. And we might cut it up and use it differently. We could do the same thing. We could cut out the ghost. We could cut out these words and use them. I mean, this is a great, someone actually made these and then they photoed them, right, to get them flat or whatever. But this is an actual cluster. It's layered cardstock in a frame with ribbons tied around it. I mean, it's all very cute. This is a piece in the middle of 3 candy corn corners. I don't know if I'd use that or not. Let's go ahead and pull it, because if not, I'm not going to use it. So let's just pull them. We might cut them up. We might do something else with them. I don't know. I'm not really a fan of them. So maybe I'll let them go. Maybe I will, oh, look here. So here's some stamping we've done. So see, here's that boot. And these stamp images didn't come out great. So let's go ahead and let those go. I'm going to take the boot, the witch's shoe. This one's really cute. It says, as the leaves turn. I guess the Halloween's kind of cool. I mean, only we know it didn't turn out as good as could be. This bat's pretty cool, but it could be clearer, but that's okay. Maybe we'll use it anyway. I'll take that. I'm going to toss this. Okay. All right. Here's some notepad. Oh, he got his eyeball. Sorry, dude. All right. This I'm definitely pulling just for my month. I guess we haven't really made a pile of just stuff we want to use. See, the box is not working because it's too tall. I'm just pulling this stuff. I'm going to pull this. I think some of these might be really fun for clusters. So I think even if we're not, like I said, even if we're not going to use something this month, paper will definitely go in the paper pile. These are fun for clusters. This is that same page. This is a fun piece of paper. This could be fun for cluster. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing. Oh, and there's a printable. That's from Pam. I guess it goes in here. I guess we'll do the same thing. We'll release these from this thing. And if nothing else, I mean, this is a cute little journaling spot. I'm going to try and use some stuff this year, guys. All right, what's next? Here's a beautiful piece. Isn't that fun? Isn't that fun? Now, this is where my brain really struggles. Okay. Look at my hocus pocus mug. This is where my brain really struggles. In my transition from scrapbooking to journaling, and I want to have a no, what's the statement I want to say? I want to I'm not saying I'm done with scrapbooking. Okay, that's what I want to say. Now, that being said, because I have not finished I don't think I'm going to scrapbook our current lives. Like, I don't think that's going to happen, but I have never finished my children's albums. And I know that sounds insane. Okay. Probably not if you're a scrapbooker, but, I would rather use this on a scrapbook page than in my journal because of its size, because of everything. I think it's amazing. So that's why I save it, because I really do, I don't know. I really do envision myself going back and finishing some of those pages. Now, why would I do that? I have no idea, because I'm pretty clear neither one of my children want all those albums that I did for years and years and years. Like, and I know, going through my grandparents' and great grandparents' photo albums, I don't want them. Like, we kept a lot, like, my great person to my other person to my person to my dad to me. Like, I don't know what to do with it all. So it is a question that I ponder. And that was a very deep dive into a very, like, sentimental topic for me of, I don't know what's going to happen to all these journals when I'm gone, or my scrapbooks. But while I'm here and the pictures are still sitting in boxes, I would rather use this on a scrapbook paper or on a scrapbook page. So I will do that. This is just a cool piece of paper. I don't know why. I'm going to pull it. That I will be happy to use. This I'm just going to put back in my bag. I'm not going to pull it. I don't want to use it. Yeah. Here's some cool skulls that I printed up years ago. I love those. Here's some fun trim. I definitely want to try, well, not for cluster, maybe for clusters. That would be fun and new. This is a Halloween, obviously, title thing. I'm going to put it back. Well, I'll put it right here. This whole pile I'm not going to use. I'm going to put back in here. Here's another page, scrapbook paper. I don't know. We'll put it with the paper and at least organize it and probably put it back in here. I don't know. Here are some, these are fun. Here are some labels. Now this actually will go out, not this sheet, but I have these as part of my scrap pack, stash pack for October. They're like wine labels, right? You put them on bottles. Super fun. So those are, I'm just putting them back in here. Okay, here's a little file. This is kind of fun. Here's a little file of printables that I bought one year. Never used them. I have so much vintage stuff, you guys. It is just not what I reach for. I feel like I want to try one. Like, logically, it should be that one or that one. I'll take the Merry Halloween. We'll take the Merry Halloween and we'll see if we can make a cluster out of it. The rest are going to go back into this file because I'm not going to use them. Okay. Whoops. Sorry. I pulled the plug. I grabbed the cord in it. Okay. The next thing we have is a piece of Disney paper. It's just going to go back in here because I'm not going to use it. All right. What's next? Ooh, these are some fun stickers. Yep. Stickers and a fun journaling card. Now, this I'm actually going to save. I'm not going to use it. We don't have a lot of trick-or-treaters, and I think, again, I'd rather use it on a scrapbook page or something. These are fun images from Pam, and here are some fun... This sticker book is so old. It was $1 sticker book. I'll get those out. I like to use those. All right, what's next? Oh, I should put all of this together. I have some fun... like, God, from Rusty Pickle. Rusty Pickle, you guys. That was one of my favorite companies. Again, I don't need to use these. These are going to just go back in here. Same thing with the chipboard. Okay. And we have, this is kind of fun. These are, let's pull that. That'd be fun. We'll cut one or two of those out. Here are some vintage stickers. And some vintage stickers. I'm going to put those into the manila folder with the other vintage printables. At least they'll all be together. Okay. Let's see what else. I have this fun thing of stickers I'm not going to use. I mean, we could use like, I'm not going to use these giant ones. I want this. If you guys saw my Instagram, we have a bat again. And, I have to say, he's not, it's not Stewart. Like, I know it's not Stewart, and my husband's like, I'm sure it's the same bat. I'm like, no, it's just not. But I did take a picture of him. He came in, well, he comes in every night is the issue. And so I had to go find him. The candy corn's fun. Should we cut some candy corn? Some of y'all don't like candy corn. And I mean, I know there's serious things in this life that people get very upset about and debate and can sit on different sides of the aisle. That's not what this channel is about. What I will be willing to have a discussion with you about is a few things. And one of which is like the pumpkin spice or like apple, right? That's kind of a thing. Pineapple on pizza. That's another thing, right? We might sit on a different side. Okay. We could have a discussion and agree to disagree on that. Candy corn is another one, friends. I'd love to know. Where do you sit on the candy corn thing? Do you like it? Do you hate it? I do need to know this about you. This is what I need to know. We could use some of these in clusters. I'll pull these. Oh, I love these so much. I love those so much. I feel like these are like from the Dollar Tree. Gosh, I love those. Okay, we're pulling that. This is a fun thing. Now, I feel like this is kind of vintagey. I'm going to pop it into that manila folder with the other stuff. Okay, let's see what's next. All right, here's a fun kind of chipboard. Now, I don't know. I struggle with chipboard. Chipboard definitely needs to be on my list of things to use. Like I might use some of this, but I, again, see this more like on a scrapbooking page. So I'm just going to save it in here. Kind of tuck it in there because, and it's also kind of wonky once you start pulling that thing apart. This is one of my, oh, it's Rusty Pickle again. One of my favorites. But again, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to use it. All right, let's see what's next. I have some really cool, these are fun. These are stencils that you paint with. Now, I don't paint with them. I use them just like that, like on my page, and then like kind of right in there. So there's the ghost. You know, you got a pack of 20 or something. Here's a skeleton, a boo, a cat. I don't know if, and again, we don't really do, we have a spooky night at school, but see, isn't that fun? Just laid over a piece of paper like that. That's how I tend to use them, just as decoration. There's a house and a cat, a boo, a skeleton. Maybe it's 2 packs. It looks like I have 2 packs here. I'm not going to use these. They're going right back into this box, okay? Or bag. All right. Now this I did use last year, and I made a few, and I have to find them. I feel like I saw them, and I don't know where they are. Okay, we're just going to use this. I need to put him down on something. He's ripping, and I love him. So here's some fun stuff. Let's use that. See this transparency? Well, I'll tell you what. We'll pull. This is pink paisley again. I'm going to pull just one. I'm just going to pull one of these and it'll go into a cluster. Okay. All right. Now, what's next? We have more stickers. 2 things of stickers. We might as well. Okay. These I'm just going to get out. Those are like, see this. I want to. I want to save it. I know. I'm crazy. I'm going to cut the word scary out. Look at the fun imprint of the sticker because the stickers are embossed. Look how fun that is. You could use that just alone. That's cute. I don't know. We'll see. We'll play with it. Trick or treat and haunted. I'm just going to let rest for another year or whatever, we'll see. These I'm not really going to use. This is not my theme. Is that vintage? I'm not too sure. I'll put it next to that file. I don't know. We'll go through it all again next year, I'm sure. These are clear. Boo. It's Halloween might be fun. Oh, this one right here. Do you see it? This sticker right. Whoops. Oh, costume party's fun. This one right here. We used to do so much. This sticker right here. I'm sticking it on that clear thing. Oh, and here's a clear candy corn. Well, and I guess we'll take the cat. We used to do so much for Halloween. It's like I said, it was just a season filled with parties, okay? Because obviously the kids have so much stuff. We used to do the spooky pumpkin that was dropped off at your door. These are amazing. The thickers, like we could use, I guess, some of these on a cluster. Sure, we'll get those out. Look at this. Okay, I have some more. Look at that. Whoops. Now, again, these are not Halloween stickers, but they're in here because my godson was Linus one year. And so, look how stinking cute those are. There's Chuck. Look at him. All right. And he was Snoopy in the play. So I had lots of that sort of thing. Okay, here's some stickers. I'm just going to pull these. I want to use those in my planner and everything else. Here's some more rub-ons. We're going to use whatever we can, okay? Not just for clusters, but this was one of my favorite sets ever. The Witch is in. I don't know, you guys. I'm struggling because look at this. Is this not amazing? Chipboard Sparkle Halloween. Yes to that. Okay, these are fun. This is just sticker sheets. So we might as well get those out. Again, I would use those more in a journal than like on my scrapbooking page at this point in my life. Anyway, our lives were so full. Okay, here's a whole bag of ephemera that we've already saved from years past. We'll get that whole bag out. So we had trunk or treats and we had dropping off at doors. My daughter was a mummy one year. Look at her. I'm struggling because I don't know what to be for Halloween, and it's kind of a loaded question, so I can explain it more later, I guess. These are fun. These are chipboard. Okay, we'll try it. We have so much stuff, you guys. We're gonna make. Okay, those are fun. That would be great for a cluster because look, another Frankenstein. Oh my gosh. Okay, another Frankenstein. Look at that paperclip. Look at that paperclip. Now that's a die cut with ribbon, and look at that giant paperclip. For $2. I think that's a smoking deal. But I would use it like on the actual page, not as an actual paper clip, if that makes sense. There's some really horrible ribbon. We're taking that for sure. Spooky's fun. That's fun. Okay, here's a whole little bag of chipboard that I broke up out of those pages. Okay. We'll try and use it. We're going to try and use something. These are my favorite. Let's go through those in just a minute. So we had go door to door. We had multiple Halloween class parties or neighborhood parties or whatever. We had pumpkin carving nights. We had all sorts of things. Here's a cute little gift bag that you make. It's an owl from Stampin' Up. Never made it. Then, of course, we have trunk or treat at school, and then there was trunk or treat at churches, and then there was trunk or treat, like, whatever. And then there was actual Halloween. See, we used to carve pumpkins every year. Oh, my God. Okay. And these are fun tags. I guess we could try that. I guess we'll try that. Here's a fun border. So, again, that would kind of go in this pile over here. That's probably going to just go back in this bag, but... Oh my gosh, my son was the guy from Bakugan. Here's little vampire guys. So there used to be a lot more to document is my whole point, okay? That's why I have all this stuff, and it's my favorite. Okay, those are fun. We should use those. Those I'll just want to use, although I've been saving them. See, you can see a theme here. Oh. I don't know. My son won that when he was 8. Okay, we have some journaling cards. I don't think I need to. Okay, these I'm putting in that vintage folder. And what else? My bags, we've almost gone through the bag. Here's some Boo buttons that we're not going to use. Some more cut-aparts that I'm not feeling the need to use. Here's some really fun ribbon. Oh, okay. Do I want to use that? Maybe. So what was I going to say? We have a thing at school at night, after school one night. Here's some really fun. Those are cute. Little metal. See, my son was this guy one year. That was a fun year. We have a spooky hallway night at school, and we might as well use those. All right, here's ribbon. Here's more ribbon. Maybe we'll make a paper clip. And so more ribbon. And it's at night. It's like after school, obviously. Okay, this is fun, and I think we could cut out one word or two and use the rest in the journal. Okay, this is a fun border. Not going to use it. All right. And here's some more things I already cut up and saved for myself. Here's a stencil. We actually did stencil that. I know exactly where because it's on a piece of paper over here, but we'll save that guy. And then I know I didn't finish my thought, you guys. It's still in my brain. And then I have these that were a border, like a garland. You can see the holes where they come through, like you tied them together. They were like in the dollar section at Target or something. Really love these. I love the white pumpkin because I love these. I'm going to pull them. And here's a really fun card I made years ago. This guy's kind of weird. He actually looks like a bug to me. I'm not too sure what to do with this. Maybe we'll make it as a cluster. Here's a card. Oh no, I didn't make this one. Wait. I thought I made this at a stamp show. Maybe we didn't. Maybe we bought this. I mean, I obviously bought it at a stamp show or something. Maybe I bought this one. I did buy this one. I did not buy this one. I did make this one. This is crazy. This is a note. Oh my gosh. Okay, so you can see, I was like, I'm losing my mind. Okay. This is that's so funny. This is a card, an old card that I covered at, yes, okay, it's coming back. It's coming back. And then I wrote a card to my friend on here, super, super late for her birthday. She had a Halloween birthday. See, we used to have, so her birthday's the 28th. It was always a Halloween party. And then my godson's is November, the first weekend of November. And it was often a Halloween themed party, like the weekend, right? And so the kids would get to wear costumes and do that. So it was super fun. This is so funny. Okay, I'm gonna put this in my vintage thing. This was a card I made her, and she graciously kind of like gave it back because she was like, I don't know what to do with it. I know you keep all this stuff. When she was moving, they used to live in California. They moved back east. And I was like, I will absolutely take it because I will use that card front again. That's hilarious. That's at least 15 years ago. At least I wrote that card. Yeah. Okay, so my bag looks like this now. It's, pretty empty. We've gone through this. This is things that I'm definitely not going to use. I'm going to put, this is kind of a weird pile. I'm going to put these things back in here. I'm not going to use these borders and big things, so we'll put those back. I'm actually going to put them more towards the front since they're low and long. Okay. I'm not going to use, I know I should, but I'm not. I'm intimidated by this thing if we're going to be really clear. This is actually We Are Memory Keepers. I know a lot of you know that brand. I'm not going to do it. I don't want to spend my time doing this. That's probably what happens every month or every year. Okay. We have to decide about these. I'm not going to use these borders either. I'm going to put those back in here. And I'm going to put this trick or treat card in here because I actually really like it and can see it. And no one goes trick or treating in my life right now. So, I might use, I don't know if we're going to stamp for these clusters is the thing. And okay, I think I want to use this because our thing at school is called Spooky Hallway. So I think I might use this. I'm not going to use this. I'm going to put that back. Do you guys like these videos? Do you like me showing you all of my crap? Because if not, please let me know. I don't have to do this. It's rather embarrassing sometimes. So sometimes I like to show you because I want you to know you're not the only one. I also like to know I'm not the only one. So when some of you are like, oh my gosh, I have that too. I'm like, oh, thank God. And then some of you are like, oh my gosh, I had no idea. And like, where'd you get that? Or how do you use it or whatever? I don't feel like I'm going to use these. So we're going to put these away. Now, what I think I should do moving forward is like get out my thing the month ahead and go ahead and stamp like I have my stamp, but go ahead and stamp out some stuff, ink some stuff up, do whatever in the beginning of the month. So I have it for journal cards or to add to pages or whatnot, because what I'm not going to do that we're all pretty clear about is do my journal page and then go look for a stamp set and, do the thing. And these more intricate ones. Now, yeah, I think we have plenty to work with. We are already well into October. I'm going to put all of these back in here. Okay. And I know that sucks because they're in here for a reason. And I'm not going to make the witch's hat. I know. Same reason. And I'm not going to use this little stamp. Although you saw it used. I mean, it was stamped on that piece of paper. And I don't know. Should we try this little guy? I'm tempted to try this little one. So maybe we'll leave him out. I like the witch. I do like the Frankenstein and Cute as a Pumpkin. I really like. Maybe we'll leave those out for my little bucket this month. I like the eek. I say eek a lot. So I like that one. I do like this pumpkin face. We'll try that. I have a cuter bat is the issue. See, this is the bat I use all the time. This bat I don't necessarily need. And he looks creepy. I'm tempted to get rid of the set. We have excuse me. We have this spider, which is very cute, and this spider. This spider is actually creepy, but he did come in handy one day, didn't he? Because, I don't know. Maybe I'll take these to school this month and see if the kids want to use them. And because I'm not. Now, I was very into witches for many years, and I can't quite decide. I don't think I want to be a witch this year. I'm not supposed to dress up at work. So that's the issue. Okay. But we have this spooky hallway thing, and I do like to be there for the kids, and I feel kind of lame not being dressed up. Like everybody's dressed up. The principal, the dean, like, and I'm not those people. It's complicated, but I also am fully aware that as my job, I would never wear a costume during the day, like when I'm working. That's just not appropriate in my humble opinion. I don't know. That's a lot of thinking. I think I'm going to release these stamps, which I obviously just bought, not just, but like a year or two ago from the thrift store. Now, this is a cute pumpkin. Maybe we'll keep the pumpkins. Okay. Maybe we'll keep the pumpkin. I'm not a cat thing. This actually is like not a Halloween thing to me. It would be more fall, and it would be more like Harry Potter or something if we had a theme day, but I'm not going to dig through my Halloween stuff. I'm very tempted by this. So I think I'll take these to work and let the kids play with them this month, and then let them go. Like if you know, let's try that. I'm going to put them in this bag for now that had other stuff in it, and then or maybe it had these in it. I don't even know. I'm going to take those to work. Okay. I'm tempted by that spider, but we'll see. Okay. So this bag does not need to be on my desk. See that? That's fun. So I can put it down at my feet or move it. We need to figure out this situation. You guys, I ordered a new watch. Well, sort of 45 minutes. I've had multiple issues with my watch. I've had it for a couple years. I've had multiple issues. My son and husband have the same watch, no issues. I know what you're thinking. Like, Allison, maybe it's you. It could be, friends. It could be, but I don't think so. And the people at Garmin don't think so either. Excuse me. So they finally agreed to replace it, which is kind of exciting. So I got the replacement. It's not new. It's the same, like, model as this one, right? Which is fine with me. But I said to them, I'm like, oh, I hate to be a pain. Like, is there any way, like, I know I have a white one, but is there any way to get a black one? Because it's like, anyway. So the black one came, it's upstairs. I need to program it and do all the things that I hate doing, but I'm not too sure I like the black. I'm so sad. Whatever. Okay. I'm wondering if this little box could be used for little things. I don't know. What a mess. It's still going to all just have to be. So, ooh, that's what else. So here's some stickers. I ordered these probably 5 years ago, and I finally worked my way through them. There was like 200 of them or something, right? But I didn't remember how many I had left. Oh, that's a tag off of a clothing. That's fun, huh? Anyway, this is kind of all the vinyl stickers I have left of Halloween. And so I did order some more, and they are right here. And they're like a different, I don't know, they're kind of cute or cutesy, whatever. But, like, never in my life will I work my way through I don't know. We're going to have to figure that situation out too, friends. Okay. Here's a tag. I don't know how to separate this that it makes sense. Like ribbon, obviously could all go with ribbon. I feel like these don't need to go in here because I'll just use those. I don't know. I'm not loving this box as much as I really was determined to love this box. I can tell you that. And the fact that these don't sit in here flat. Now I do have this other tray. Here's die cuts. These are fun. They seem better to me like this. I'm going to choose one. This is why I haven't used them. This is exactly why I haven't used them. I like jack-o'-lantern, haunted moon, or candy corn. Oh, I wonder if we could do, I already did that page, I think. Guys, did you see the moon this week? Holy cow. The harvest moon, the giant, giant harvest moon. And how crazy was your life? Was your life impacted? Woo, Nelly. Oops. So see, okay, and those are Lil Davis designs if you're in the mood to shop eBay or whatever. They're so old that like the glue dot that sticks the thing in is coming off. Now, I will tell you what, if I, these are very thick. Sometimes what I do is I put them between a towel and hammer them a little bit flatter. So we may do that. We'll see. All right, let's, I don't know, put stuff in here. The chipboard, like, see, I don't know, you guys. I don't know. This is where I get stuck because do I cut all this apart to put it in here? No, I'm not doing that. That's silliness. Oh, this is what I was going to show you. These are from Michael's years ago. Doesn't say. Look how many you get, and they're fabulous. Look at that disgusting skeleton of a bug. Yes, I've used these. Yes, I love them. This one's of like a human. Oh my God, I'm here for it. I guess you got 3 or 4 of each one. Are they 4? I've tried, you guys. I've tried to use it. I've used this one specifically, I know. Aren't these amazing? Here's a hand. Oh my gosh. These x-rays are fabulous. Here's a rib cage. Look at that. Oh my gosh. And there's the head. I personally think the bugs are amazing. I've never seen anything like this. I thought these were fabulous. And so we want to use one of these this year for sure because I think they're amazing. I love the bug. I mean, he's so gross. And there's a few. There's this bug. Or are they the same? I don't think so. There's this bug. And there's this bug. Ugh. I mean, like if I had, like if you went to a certain appointment or something and that was, you know, I don't know. I think it's hilarious as I crack myself up sometimes. Okay. Hand, rib cage. These are fairly safe. I think I've used all the skulls except, I mean, I think oh no, there's 2 in here, I guess. I don't know. I mean, the skull in the hand is pretty safe, right? Oh my gosh. Amazing. I'm going to choose a bug. I think they're fabulous and I'm going to use one and they are just creepy as nothing. Oh, here. Is this one already loose? No. Why is it so strange? Oh, it's loose from this, not from, well, it doesn't even need that, does it? Doesn't even need that. I'm going to take this out. I'm going to, oh, what are we going to do with this? You know what I want to do with it. I mean, like, I know you know I want to use it, but this I'm going to save for my planner. Okay, so we have a nice piece of that. You could put stickers on it or whatever in your planner. So we'll just save that right here. Okay, so this is going to go back in the envelope of wonderful goodness. This is a ribbon. I feel like I'm going to go through these. These we can cut apart. But we're still going to have to go in here and I can tell you what we're going to do in the next video and I'm going to dump this all out on my desk. So I don't even know why. I'm pretty sure my hexagon punch would have been perfect for this. But guess what? Scissors did the trick. This is going in my journaling pile. It doesn't need to be out in this. All of this works. This is really pretty gold. So we'll save that. I don't know if that's an actual cluster. It's very large. Here's a whole bag of amazing stuff. Yeah, I'm going to rip this stuff apart, you guys. I'll bring you back. I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up dumping it like on my desk. Maybe we'll put this little containers out on the desk. I think this is sticker paper if I'm not, or is it paper? I just threw out that envelope, I know. It's sticker paper. Super fun. Okay, so we'll use that. This is a usable plastic envelope. All right, I have to find, okay, we'll find something to do this with. I'm going to take out stickers, put stickers together. I'm going to try and organize a little bit. All my paper's going to go together. We have to use at least 2,400 of these. Okay, that's the rule. We'll put all the paper together, printables together, stickers and whatnot, and I'll bring you back and it'll probably look very similar to this. But let's try and have some fun. We're going to make some Halloween clusters is what we're going to do, or October clusters at least. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what we can figure out. Okay. Yeah, let me know. Are you like a person that has stuff to make themed clusters? Would you do this? I don't know. We're not going to use them all this month is what I know, but I do know like 3 years ago, I made a bunch of tags, journal spots, pockets, all that kind of stuff. And they were ready for the next year. The ones I didn't use, they were ready for the next year. And it was so nice to open up that month and already have pieces ready to go. So I think it'll be great. I think next year we'll have some great clusters to work with, and hopefully we'll get some made that we want to use this year as well. But yeah, let's try that. Okay. That's my Halloween stuff, you guys. It's not all my paper. It's just my ephemera, if you will, for Halloween. So let me know your thoughts. Also, let me know this little box situation. I'm less in love with it than I thought I would be, and that makes me sad. I mean, it's a great idea. Like if you had kids stuff or tackle box full, it's like a tackle box, right? Like, and you wanted to put other crafts in here. I was thinking, I don't know, other stamps or ink pads or beads. It would certainly fit pins. But I don't know where I put this box on my desk. I really did intend to use it at work in like this little space we have, but it also doesn't work there. And we found a little drawer system that works better so the kids don't have to get out stuff, right? What would you put in this box? I'm actually really, really interested to know how you would use this. I mean, you could use like paintbrushes. You could put stamps in here. Obviously pens. And what about all of this? Would you use it in your kitchen like somehow, or out in the garage with nails? And I don't know. Let me know your thoughts on the box. Okay. All right. That's all my Halloween stuff. I'm going to bring you back. We're going to make some Halloween clusters. Thanks for being here, you guys. I hope you're enjoying creating this month. I'm so excited so many of you are making clusters. I love to see them. Please let me know if you are participating, because I would love to check them out if I haven't already. And I hope you find something today that inspires you. Take care.